Come on, baby. That's nice. Uh, I
Okay.
like the last look.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess because it was
Sorry,
second take, second take. That was
that was the second take.
yes, second take. Yeah.
You mean you don't just don't have first to record?
Sorry.
I'm kidding. I said, what? You mean you don't just have all first takes when you record?
No, because you know how it is. We just got together in the studio, uh, play the music one, two times, and then okay, let's go to the recording. You know how it is because you did it. So
Actually,
yeah,
Leftwich always says the first take, not the whole band necessarily, but like soloing, first take is usually best. That's what he says.
yeah, yeah. He was very helpful at the
Yeah,
recording session. Yeah, he
yeah.
was very helpful, and I left him to decide what he wants to play. Of course, the bass line was written by me, but I said to him, okay, you have a bass line, but just, if you want to fly or you want to be creative and play it with the instrument that you want. Because I
Yeah.
was, I was thinking about an upright bass that he played in another song, the upright bass. But in this case, he said to me, I guess it's going to be better with the electric. Okay, go ahead, play whatever you want. I like to do that with the musicians, Okay, this is the music. Uh, I need to this sound. This is the beginning. This is the end, and this is the part. Then do whatever you want. Okay, put your craftsmanship, put your experience, whatever. Okay, you need to change something. That's it. Because I'm the one that played the melody, so I'm going to change nothing. But if they can do, and this, I did the same in the last recording. But and the last recording, uh, he wasn't the bass player. Because I recorded more Latin jazz. It's not because he can play, of course he can play, but I wanted someone that understands the word of fast in the studio of the word of candombe or this kind of Afro rhythms from South America, candombe and chacarera, and so I called Rene Camacho, and of course he knew it. Yeah, chacarera, say yeah, the Afro and the candombe is okay. So it works perfect. And I also use an Argentinian drummer that is living here that he understood perfectly. And Josh, okay, what can I say about Josh? That is the sweetest person in the world. Yeah, and we did a version. I wrote a new version of Fuga y Misterio, Future and Mystery, the song from Astor Piazzolla. It's a very well-known song from the city, Papero to Papero. The original composition is a fugue, 64 bars, I don't know. It's a fugue, okay? So,
I'm sorry, what did you say? A what?
a fugue,
Oh, a fugue.
a
Okay.
fugue, yeah, a
Yeah,
fugue.
yeah,
64 bars fugue, and, this kind of, Astor Piazzolla was a master
yeah,
on writing fugue.
yeah.
In fact, he always say, "I can give me a pen and a piece of paper, and I'm going to write a beautiful fugue in just 10 minutes." Yeah, he got his ego, but it's okay because
Yeah.
he could, yeah,
He
yeah,
was a genius, yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So, okay, this kind of composition, if you play like this, or you can play it. So I say, okay, so let's take out because the fugue is, if you know, it's a melody that it starts to repeat itself, and creating harmonies and counterpoints and blah, blah, blah. So what I said is, okay, I'm going to take the first 16 bars, and then I'm going to add an intro or whatever. And we are going to play it like, because the chord progression it's very beautiful. So, okay, then we go to the solos. We are a jazz musician. So I did it. Maybe I killed the composition. No, no, no. No, no, the melody is very well known. Everyone recognizes it, and it's beautiful. And after 16, part number 16, when the composition enter inside the fugue, you are going to you lost, you know, you lose the melody, the main melody. So I did it, and I saying this because I need to come the piano part in my arrangement at the end gotta go over the traditional tango. So I have to sit down with Josh and say,
I'm
because
sorry.
yeah,
Wait, did you say, what did you say over the traditional tango? What was the word?
because
Yeah,
the arrangement that I did in the final part of the arrangement,
yeah,
getting the end of the song,
yeah.
needs like uh, a piano, you know, a certain kind of playings of about traditional tango. I need to someone to play traditional tango. That means a couple of things with the they do with the left hand. That is, you know, you can recognize, you know, this. I don't know the artist and blah blah blah. So I just had a 5 minute talk with him, and I said, okay, Josh, I need that you play this. I show it him with my guitar, you know, this because it's something like it's weird. It's very weird. It's, you know, I don't know if you can hear that when you're doing the tango, this, okay,
Now I can't hear you that at all. In the
okay,
beginning, because you changed your settings. Yeah, I
uh,
can't hear it. Yeah.
no worry, no worry. It's, you know, when you do this glissando, and he did it, I don't know, in 5 minutes. And say, hey, you gotta do the, no, he's a genius. He's the best piano player. And say, hey, okay, it's okay. And now you can hear it because it's on the recording.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I look forward to hearing that. I fell in love with Astor Piazzolla years ago, and I remember one night, I don't know where my husband was. He must have been asleep or something, but I was laying on the floor in the music room in the dark listening to Astor Piazzolla, and it was quite mind-blowing, you know, when you're just listening, you know, it's just, yeah, he was amazing. I
Yeah.
played with some musicians who were in his band. You know, I played with them in Argentina, and
Oh, yes, with who?
Ricardo Lu.
Ricardo, yeah, Ricardo Leo, yeah.
Yeah.
I know him. But those one musician that, because the most important part, the most important eras of Astor Piazzolla was the first quintet in the 60s and the last one.
Oh,
Okay. Because the quintet was the place that Astor, I don't know, he wrote the best arrangement, the best compositions, and then the other things, you know, the nonette and the electric band, blah, blah, blah. I don't like it. I like, you know, the quintet, I guess, is classical music, contemporary music. Thanks God that we have this as an Argentinian, because, yeah, it's. And the musicians that were on those groups, those bands, was not, I guess, Ricardo, was other musicians. Um, but yeah, the violin players that he had, so oh, incredible. And the piano players, the two piano players in the 60s and at the end in the 80s, late 80s, because he passed away in the 1992, 93, something like this.
yeah, yeah. Really great. There was a Jewish bass player too, whose name I can't remember. A guy with a really long face, tall, skinny guy. So I went to teach at this kind of workshop camp for 2 weeks, and they were there, and we played. We had gigs, and we also were at the camp together. And oh, wait a minute, was that guy? He was the drummer, the Jewish guy. He was the drummer. The bass player was, I can't remember his name. He was kind of blonde, actually.
Okay.
And but a slender guy. You probably know those guys
Yes.
too.
Yes, of course. Yeah, yeah. I played with the jazz musicians, the adults, for me, I play with them because can you remember where you did your gigs?
Say that again?
Can you remember where
Yeah.
you did your gigs?
Well, we were in Resistencia.
Oh, not in Buenos Aires, not in the city.
No.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, okay. In Resistencia,
Yeah. Because there was an
hot.
island. Well, it probably was hot, but there was an island that you could only get to during the summer because in the winter the road there was covered over with water.
And tell me, the mosquitoes are like this size, no?
Yes, I do remember the mosquitoes.
Yeah, they can carry on, to the ground. If you say you can go in mosquito, you can, yeah.
But the group of people who were creating this were absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
I cried so hard when I left. I couldn't believe it. It was like ripping my heart out. I felt like my family, they were really beautiful. I'll find their names sometime and ask you if you know them because they're very special people, and I'm sure they're still active right now, doing things. But yeah, that was a great experience. I forget names and stuff because it was so long ago, So I'm surprised I remembered the name Resistencia because normally I don't remember.
Resistance. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
resistance.
So let's see. So yeah, I wanted to also introduce people to you and the little information I know about you. I don't know so much about you, but I know some. And you you so did you grow up in Buenos Aires or
Yes.
you okay, so you did.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you were always a musician and always in love with jazz too.
No,
There you go.
I'm a rock musician who plays jazz. That's what I am. Because my age. Okay, I don't know if it's a good question. Very good question. Yes, I realized that I'm going to be a musician when I was 14. At 12, 13, I started to play the guitar. And I realized, soon enough that I'm going to be a musician.
Yeah.
I didn't know how, where, but I said, okay, this is my path in this
Yeah.
life. Okay, let's do it. My parents gave me the freedom, nothing more, but nothing else. That was important. Because when I say I'm going to be a musician, they say, I guess they didn't understand nothing about it. They say, okay, it's up to you. Okay. So, and then took me like, okay, after I finished my high school, I decided I need to study. If I want to be a musician, I need to study. And by those days, I'm talking about my middle 90s, 95, 96, around there. The first school of music were established in, I guess, in Argentina. A couple of guys came here to LA. They studied at the MI Musician Institute here in Hollywood, and they took to Argentina the same idea with kind of endorsement. So suddenly we find that, oh, we have the MI here, same program. Back in the 90s, the program was 1 year. I guess you remember it's one full year for your diploma or degree, whatever. Now it's 4 years, yes. No?
Yeah.
Okay. So they put it over there. They started the Technological Institute of Contemporary Music, ITMC, not MI, but with the same, people and advertise and same letter.
Right.
And Scott Henderson, in big picture of Franklin Valley, Scott Henderson. Wow, this is it. And of course, Scott and Frank, everyone was there because they knew, the owners and the directors, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I attend this kind of college of music, and I made the guitar, the guitar course, and then the arrangement and compositions in jazz, and that when the jazz came to my life. So I was formed, as a jazz musician, academically speaking, okay? But it took me years to get into the real jazz world, and I did it. Was a part of my life a couple of years that a friend of mine used to say, "Hey man, you are in black and white," because the only thing that I used was my alto guitar, my polytone amp, and nothing, and a suit, and nothing, and close the tone, all the tone of the guitar, and I love, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, 50s, 60s songs, and I used to say, a friend of mine used to say, "Hey man, you are like a sepia picture in black and white." and I dreamed about, okay, I gotta have an old car, like, crazy. Okay, I did that journey in my life. Then I just quit. When things end, I like to switch. So, but took me years because I remember I was raised in the 90s, late 80s, 90s. So, hard rock and songs, and this is the kind of stuff that I used to hear. Van Halen, Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, all these kind of artists, rock artists. I just want to be one of them. And so the first time I remember when I started to at that college that I mentioned before, one of my classmates say, "Hey, did you hear Miles Davis?" "No, I don't know what I said." Say, "Hey, I'm going to give a." If there's young people listening, I'm sorry, but they gave me a cassette. A cassette is a kind of tape recording. And I remember that he gave me a cassette with Kind of Blue. Okay, so I went back home, and the first song of the first composition in Kind of Blue is "So What?" And I put 2 minutes. I took it up and I finished, and say, "I don't know what is happening here."
Wait, what did you do? You threw it away?
I threw it away. No, it's just storage in my in a place that I say, "Okay, I have a job recording," but what is this? Wow, that is, just okay. Wow, and I guess I came back to that recording a year after this. When I understand, I started to understand what's happening, because I guess this is a gap and this is something that was wrong when at music schools. Sometimes I see and I have a student that say, "Hey, I'm in the school ensemble, and the first song that we have to play is So What?" Yeah, because it's 2 chords.
Yeah.
But hey, man, who gave this to you? did you hear? Did you understand what's happening here? On this kind of composition, why Miles arrived to this kind of sound of composition and because it's so hard to play, it's so hard to improvise. It's not for a beginner. I know
Yeah.
it's too close, but it's yeah. Why don't you go? I don't know, go to the 30s or 40s songs and try to sing, like all of me. Why not take all? And can you understand first? I guess it's a big mistake that happened nowadays in universities and college, blah, 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 sometimes with the kids. Uh, Mostly nowadays that there's a lot of information and then maybe uh, if you are not I don't know, there's people that doesn't know who was, I know, Dexter Gordon.
I'm sorry, Dexter Gordon.
Yeah, or Clifford Brown,
Yeah.
maybe, and they say, hey, man, those words that important, it's not Jungle, okay, Charlie, DC, Miles, Coltrane, okay, those are big names that change everything, but you have another ones too, okay, that is, you don't have to, a guy, I don't know, like Dexter Gordon. Oh,
Dexter Gordon, yeah.
Dexter Gordon, and I don't know, I would, and you saw the movie. The movie, the
Wait, what did
movie,
you say?
the movie. Did you watch the movie?
Oh, yeah, the movie. Yeah, the movie was great.
Around midnight. It's not around midnight.
Yes, yes.
Movie. You can show that movie at the university at the college like something that is mandatory. You have to watch this movie
Yeah.
because no, I don't know. When John McCarthy was at the movie, Henry Hancock. You remember that the scene at the bar,
At the bar?
the at the jazz club that he's playing. That the musicians are Ron Carter, John McLaughlin on the guitar, and Harry Hancock on the piano. Now, nobody saying nothing, but you can tell, see, oh, it is McLaughlin, a young John McLaughlin, I remember the model of the Gibson, like an jazz acoustic Gibson. Oh.
I haven't seen that movie in a long, long time. I should
Mhm.
I should watch that. I'm going to try and dig that out again.
No, it's incredible. It's
Yeah.
incredible. This kind of movies I try to watch every, I don't know, 1 year, 2 year, because puts you in the again back on the track sometimes.
What did you say?
That this kind of movies or sometimes albums, but this kind of movie puts you in the track again. Artistically speaking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Artistically speaking, these kind of movies to watch and observe, like that, because Dexter Gordon, he said that he didn't perform as an actor. I just was. This is how I am. He said, I read in an interview. Said, no, I didn't play any character. It's just life.
Right, right. He wasn't playing a part.
No, he wasn't
He was just
playing.
being himself. Yeah. And that was pretty obvious. Yeah.
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 Um,
What was I going to say? Yeah, all these movies, which they are so valuable. Did you see the Wayne Shorter documentary?
yes.
I mean, that was
Yes. Amazing.
amazing. I mean, there's so many that actually bring it all really close to you and basically remind you that you're in this reality, you're in
Yes.
this space and reality, which we forget a lot, I mean, we've talked in the past, we've talked about spiritual kind of concepts too, but yeah, and I've been listening a lot to, different gurus on YouTube, which it's luxurious to hear these heavyweight gurus, speaking. But yeah, it reminds you that the state that we're so fortunate to be in so often because we're musicians and because we we're jazz musicians. I don't know. I mean, you can do it with any kind of music, but jazz is to really be a good jazz musician, you need to be there always, really, in that space.
Yes.
You need to immediately access that space. And so the gurus speak about accessing that space for just regular people who have to shut down the rest of the personality and the mind and the, dispersal of attention. I'm looking over there. Oh, I have to clean up. Oh, I have to, and just be quiet and to access that who you really are. We
Yes.
have to access that all the time because that's the best that we do. When we access it, then we can flow out of that. It's kind of mind blowing, really, and which also reminds me that why it's important to play. I mean, when people don't sing or play because of whatever, either they're lazy or there's no gigs or there's some kind of excuse. I just know it's not healthy.
No, of
You,
course not.
you know, I have to play, I have to reach that feeling with another person, and,
Yes.
you know,
And yeah, it's live your freedom.
yeah.
Just is this, is live your freedom, express yourself. Is because okay, something's coming to my mind. Because what the jazz music has and what because I nowadays I do not play exactly like jazz traditional, but I consider myself a jazz musician because it's the language of freedom. Okay, and the spiritual gurus, and all religions ended. I don't know how to say, but everyone say, what is the most important thing? If you want to be, you want to have a sort of relationship, and you gotta be in the moment. What is the most important time? This. You wanna know what is the most important time? Ask your clock. Such as, watch your clock. What time is it? Now. What time is it? Now. So what is the important thing? Now. So when you play jazz, you gotta be now. You can't be study at home, trying to remember it. Oh, I have this punishment. Everyone is going to blow up their minds. No, no, no. You gotta be there with your heart, okay, and play what you can. Being honest with you and your heart and the universe, and that because it's so close to this spiritual awakening situation and self relationship. It helps you because it's the freedom of the moment of being in the present moment. Okay, just sharing with other people what you are for right or wrong, because right or wrong it's something that is cultural, because there's not right or wrong in the universe. The universe just be, just express itself. Okay, there's one idea for billions years before they say, okay, I need to express myself, so I'm going to spread it out in all of these kind of forms, you, me, okay, and I need to recognize myself through this experience, through the matter. And so this is what we are. So there's no right or wrong. Right or wrong is a cultural, social situation. Okay? Because I always say to my students, oh, what the first thing that a human being do before walk and talk? They dance and sing. It's the first thing that we do, because mom sings to you, or dad, or whatever, to raise you, a dog, I don't know, whatever, a monkey, the jungle. The first thing is, and then you dance. So what's happened with the people that when you sometimes came to your lesson and say, oh no, because I can't speak. What? This is the first thing that you do. Everyone can speak. Problem is, culturally speaking, maybe you can speak because now the values or the level nowadays is about I don't know, Taylor Swift, but she's a great singer, okay, but it's okay, it's a cultural situation. 70 years ago, nobody knows was Taylor Swift, and maybe there's not other, like I don't know how to say the word, maybe in English. There's you know what I mean? It's something that is cultural. You can sing because what you hear on the radio, but it's a cultural situation. Yes, you can sing. Just accept yourself, study, try to be in tune, and then it's going to be your voice. But there's something that we have inside our DNA that you gotta be like, your cultural situation, you gotta be close to the cultural situation that you're living into, or get into the society. What? Crazy? No, I am what I am. That's it. Okay? I don't know, Cathy. I'm sorry. My Gemini son makes me speak like this. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm a Gemini, so I
Yeah,
understand.
I remember that too.
Yeah.
Gemini. So yeah, we've been in a couple of tough months. The last month was tough for us.
Well, I had my cousin has been studying astrology for 5 years, so she's been doing, some of our charts, and very interesting. Yeah. It's just an acknowledgement of things you already know, basically, about yourself, but gives you certain reasons why, you lean towards a certain direction. But, as we know, Gemini in general, creative, communicative, those things are, definite for Geminis. So, yeah,
No,
but
yes, of course.
yeah. So, yeah, these days I more and more, I want to do everything I'm doing, but more and more I want to focus on um uh I guess just being okay in the moment. That's it.
That's simple. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really simple, but it's so challenging to get to.
So hard. It's so hard. The yogis can do it
Yeah,
like this,
yeah,
but not here in America. Oh, what is so hard to say? Okay, to just uh, release yourself and give everything and every decision to your higher self or whatever you want to believe, and say, okay, what is the best thing that I need to do right now? It doesn't have to be something magnificent, because the people think that, oh, you have to cross the river. No, maybe the best thing to do right now, because it's your less um, resistant action that you need to do, is to read a book or watch a movie or
yes,
go to the right and talk with the people.
yeah,
This is no, it doesn't have to be, but you have to release yourself and say, try to communicate with or whoever you want to believe, and say, okay, what should I do right now? What is the best path for me right now? And just do it and enjoy it, because that's the only way to unfold in the future a different reality if you wanted to. Just accepting what is happening around right now, you know. Uh, and again, to me, this is the most important moment
yeah.
to talk with you, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this moment. And when you do, maybe that's happened to you and happened your own. It's happened what's happened your whole life. That when you do what you want, there's no time. And this is something that quantum physics now and neuroscience prove. What's happened with the people who do what they want? That we can be playing 8 hours like this. Of course, Cathy, we can. Those 8 hours for us are part of a different reality. For example, to my wife, she spent 8 hours at the office. So those 8 hours to her were different that to me, because to us, those 8 hours was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe. Yes, of course. And that happened to us. For the other people, they live. So now this is to prove that we are living in parallel realities and different multiverse at the same time. We have it now. People are looking on YouTube. Oh, yeah, I need to prove the parallel realities. Okay, you have it in front of you. Or try to study quantum physics, that now they are demonstrating that parallel realities and another parallel universe, parallel Earth, they know how to explain it. But the proof is now. It's in front of you, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this to me also, excuse me, this conversation is making me heat up. Um, ah, so, yeah, so, oh, okay. All
I,
right.
I guess that you can notice that everything in my life, it's about my spiritual path. It's not about the music. Music is a tool.
Yes. Well,
No.
I think we're very fortunate to have
Yes.
music because it's it's a really enjoyable, uh, precious way to learn about life. I mean,
And how?
remember, I don't know if you remember, but I wrote this little book during the pandemic, this book. And so it's just a little book. It's called The
Uh-huh.
Act of Becoming, just, you
Oh,
know,
that's nice.
yeah. But what I did was in the book, over the years that I was teaching and playing jazz and studying voice technique, I realized that the same exact lesson was applicable to each of those. And so that always fascinated me, you know. And for instance, the idea of communication solving everything, that actually you can bring over literally to voice technique. The idea that you're communicating actually changes the vocal technique.
Yes.
So it's just an example. So I wrote down these and I tried to kind of combine them. And I probably could have spent another few years on developing that book, but also those areas I know about pretty well. But there's every area is the same. That lesson goes to every area. You can apply it. So yeah, so these what we're talking about, I do if I had to think about what my real desire and urge is, it's not anything like becoming famous or, you know, it's nothing along those lines. It's actually just helping aware beings, and I'm including everybody, aware beings that they can, helping them to realize what we're talking about, this reality of what we're talking about being here and how it feels and what the results are if you practice it and remain in this moment of now. That's I have a real desire for that, you know, to help people to that.
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it.
This morning I was listening to Eckhart Tolle. Are you familiar with him? Yeah. And he's, you know, I mean, that's what he's all about. It's really fun to listen to him. He gets such a kick out of certain things. But all those great gurus do. They laugh. They laugh a lot, you know.
Yes, of course.
It's great. Before we
Because
go
you
on,
know that the laugh is the communication It's with your soul. It's how you can energize, give energy to your soul and communicate faster. Breathe, laugh. This is very important to communicate. How do you breathe? And if you laugh, you need to laugh because laugh elevates your vibrational, the vibration of your body. When you rise your vibration of your body, you are more in the condition of to get in touch with your higher self or your soul. Yeah, we have to laugh. We
That's
need to
good.
laugh. Yeah, that's because I'm always, as an Argentine, I'm always doing jokes that people here doesn't understand because I don't have the timing. But I'm going to get it. I always do. I do jokes by the microphone, and people keep looking at me. What is he saying? They say, "Oh, come on, it's a joke. What's happened here with a sense of humor?" I don't know.
Of course, it might be your accent.
Yes. And no. Someone said to me the timing. It's the timing. The timing is different. Yeah, I know. But
Roland, my friend, do you know Roland? Roland Askeruns?
yes.
So he's on here. And do you think,
Hey, hi.
do you find that, Roland? Do you find that the timing for your jokes? I don't know, your jokes go over pretty well. And he said also we mustn't take ourselves too seriously.
Of course.
That's for sure.
Yeah, because again, this is something that is the society and your culture imposed to you. You gotta be like what? To be like nothing, man. Then
Yeah.
this paradigm is going to change. We are I guess we are in the end of one big era that is going to change, and the next, watch out because the next 2-3 years is going to be tough. I know it. The ones you can ask to your cousin because the ones like me are inside the astrology for many years. We know that is what is going to maybe happen. It's going to be tough. 2025, 2026, it's going to be hard. So we have to, laugh and enjoy. Hard is not bad or wrong. It's hard. That's it. You know?
Yeah, this is a really interesting time period. And
Yep.
for so many reasons. And you know that basically that idea. Hi, Taylor. Taylor Hatch is here.
Hey,
He's a great guitar player. Great. He asks great questions. But I was going to say that the saying of see, this is another thing that is true for playing music and life and whatever. It's not if you make a mistake. That's not the problem. It's how you handle it.
yeah.
So, that's what it is. And that's a life lesson, right? We're
Because
we're
especially
always making mistakes.
especially when you are trying to do something like playing, sing, or every time that a human being are doing whatever something are going to make mistakes because it's part of the process of doing things.
Yeah.
That is, it's our nature, and that's something that I have to correct to myself. But nowadays, when I'm playing, sometimes I play some, what the shit I play, and I laugh to myself, and that's it. That's it. Okay, next one. Because we are trying, and when you try, you're going to do mistakes. That's it. It's part of it. I don't know who teach that mistakes doesn't happen. No, yeah, it's crazy.
Right. Well, that's, sometimes you speak to somebody about the concept of heaven and hell. It's all here.
Of
It's not,
course,
you know, it's
doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That's because maybe you are like me or no, but it's a lot of people like me that I'm a recovering Catholic.
You what?
I'm a Catholic in recovering or recovering Catholic, you know?
Oh, you're a recovering Catholic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a recovering Catholic, yeah. So that's ideas that, that the word hell doesn't exist 500 years ago.
Oh,
You didn't know.
no, but wasn't there some concept of it?
No, the concept was mistaken and was mistranslated and blah blah blah. It's my passion about history and spiritual history and blah blah blah. I read a lot about this and I've been dedicated. As I said, I'm a musician, I'm an artist, but my path is spiritual. So yeah, no, they invented, yeah, 500 and something years ago, you start to see, because if you go to the most complete Bible, that is the Ethiopian Bible, that has all the books more than that the one that we know nowadays and blah blah. No, this Bible that is the most complete Bible in the world, the most doesn't have the word hell, doesn't exist. No, it's something that they create when they build up, all the things that we know
So let me
today.
ask you this, and Taylor, this interestingly enough answers your question because Taylor just asked outside of music, what has given you a great amount of fascination? But so was there a concept of an opposite of heaven?
Yeah, it's the concept of opposite is not the heaven, it's not that you're lost, you're not present, you're not in the moment, you're not present, so you are in a low vibrational frequency that takes you and puts you in situations that maybe for you is going to, the universe is going to manifest in front of you because your low vibration, you're going to attract situations that you don't want. That is going to be in hell. This kind of thing that I don't want to live this. Yeah, that you are the one that is provoking it, that is manifesting this. Okay, because you're low vibrational, and even if you go, I don't know, you can go so deep and you inside your low vibration that can be a really, for some people is really, this life is a really 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 nightmare. That's the heaven. So when you try to rise your vibration and try to be present and all the things that we've been talking about a few moments ago, God was looks more like the heaven, but there's no heaven, there's no hell, there's nothing. Everything is a manifestation of our consciousness and a big consciousness, okay, that
Okay,
manifests.
now wait, I have to ask you this. I mean, what you're describing, I think, has been coming to light more and more in just, everyday conversation.
Wait, let me say one more thing. Sorry, Cathy. What's happening in the human history is that at certain point of they need, we need a society, okay? About after Romanian Empire goes down, and okay, 2000s, around 2000 years ago, the world and the this side of the world, Western part, Europe, America, and blah blah blah, we need some type of organization, okay? Because everything was a mess. So we build it up, this kind of society with these rules, with these beliefs. After 300 years of persecution, the Catholic became, the Catholic religion became the official religion of an empire. And then, everything we needed that as a society to build up and being the mess that we were years ago. So, but the problem is that the society start to get attached, to this social pyramid, and everything, and the power, and this, and one thing that should last for only 300, 400 years, 500 years, and then switch the societies. We had to switch to another level of consciousness and blah blah. No, we got stuck on this for 1500 1500 years, and now it's time to change because the universe needs it. And so that because we are still watching and in presence of things that is so crazy that never happened before. And in a year and a half ago, we didn't have AI, and nowadays we depend on AI. And it happened in 8 months. I don't know. Things are going to be faster and faster and faster and faster and faster because the universe needs that we move to another level of consciousness. That's what is happening. And so there's a lot of information now that you can, there's a lot of people doing investigations about the past, and they lie to us.
Okay, but what I was going to say was, you said you were talking about. Hold on, let me gather my thoughts. You were talking about. You were talking about the manifestation of your own reality. Those ideas. Did you mean to say that idea of creating your own reality was a concept of the church, or people, before whatever 500 years ago? Because you mentioned that figure for the term hell. So was that a concept that you've discovered that they actually used?
Not the church.
Right.
The ones that used this concept was the big masters, Jesus, Buddha, Mahoma, whatever you.
Right.
They use this.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. I just
the Catholic Church is nothing to. I don't know. Jesus is not the Catholic Church. No, it's not the Catholic Church. Catholic Church is another thing.
Yeah.
And the religions are another thing, something that we create because to control and do. And we did the big mistake that the human being did to create separation. And we are doing right now. I'm not going to say nothing about it. I'm trying to go to any music conference, and the half of the message that came back to me, the emails that I sent, are you inside the LGBTFCIJK community? Because our rooms are for this, and people who is out of the society, and I say to myself, what a big mistake. Because when you create labels on the people, you are doing the same thing. Because nowadays you say, hey, are you against the racism? Are the, black people, white people? Oh, yes, those are ideas from the past. Okay, come on, you don't have to talk. Okay, but you are doing the same shit right now. Putting labels. No, you are Catholic, you are LGBT, you are gay, you are not, we are human beings. What the fuck what you are, okay? Now we are creating the same separation that we did in the past. And it was a big mistake because it took a lot of years, to fix these kind of mistakes. And nowadays, so I say, okay, no, I'm not LGBT. I don't know. I know the letters. So maybe I'm inside of this community, but I'm not part of this
Yeah.
And
I understand what you're saying. I feel the same way. I've had certain experiences with people who are very strong in what you're describing, their opinions about these groups and suffering. And I know that there's suffering. I'm not saying that there's not suffering or there hasn't been, but really what I'm interested in is human being freedom. Everybody's had suffering. Everybody's fucked up.
yes,
Everybody is, you know, we're all in the same soup. We all have the exact same pieces, and we're different beings, but we have the same pieces working. So let's help each other instead of separating, and blaming and grouping together for that kind of strength. It's human being strength. It's
yes.
not, it's more broad than what a lot of people
And
talk about.
it's sometimes nowadays I don't know, but when I started study music, and it was in the music was like this: to oh, are you a rock musician? Are you a jazz musician?
Yeah,
I'm a musician. I can play this. I can't play this, and that's it. This is
yeah,
what I
yeah, yeah.
say. Oh, oh no, no, here comes the jazz musician. So what are you talking about?
Hey, speaking of that, I
Yeah.
think this is a good a good moment to transfer over into one of your most fascinating creations and experiences, which was the club in Buenos Aires and the jam session. I mean, okay, looking at this guy and talking to this guy, you may never know or imagine what he did, and your wife, by the way, too, and
Yeah.
making the movie and everything. Um, I don't even know where to start, but maybe you can just start at the beginning of that and tell
Yeah.
the audience of this.
Okay. Yeah, this is a story about jazz and pop. In Argentina, we have um, I guess it's one of the South American countries that has yeah, uh, the biggest history in jazz tradition than other countries. Okay, because you can find uh, jazz bands at almost at the same time where tango was created, almost at the same time the jazz. Okay, and we used to have. I didn't. I didn't be there. No, I didn't be present. But my grandpa used to say that when you go to dance to a club, you have like the typical orchestra and the jazz orchestra. Typical orchestra plays tango, dance, and the jazz orchestra. And that works perfectly, and they live together in the same world for many years. In fact, we had someone that was contemporary to Django Reinhardt, that was Oscar Alemán, a guy who born in Resistencia. In the We are talking about Resistencia in the 40s, early 40s. It's the same if we are talking about the jungle. In the middle of the jungle, born this guy, Oscar Alemán, that was connected with the jazz, and it's a reference, in the jazz world and tradition. Okay, so I need to say this because you need to understand what is the importance of jazz in Argentina and the tradition. It's not like maybe I was in Colombia. Colombia is a country that they have a lot of music, but they have like 25, 30 years of jazz tradition. And you can notice when you go outside, okay, I've been there a lot of times, you can, realize that, okay, it's not too much time here, for the jazz. Uh, so yes, in Argentina, that's because you have so many great musicians. So in the 70s, one musician, a bass player, an upgrade, upright bass player, Jorge Blackie Gonzalez, Negro Gonzalez. He had the chance to travel around the world. And so he saw, because people doesn't travel too much in my country by those years. So he was in New York. He saw the ideas of, okay, you know, what is a jazz venue or a jazz club? Is a hall where the people go just to listen, you know. So he had the idea to create the same in Argentina. Back in, I guess, was in 78, tough years for Argentina, because we are under military government. He opened with a couple of partners a place called Jazz and Pop, because it's not going to be only for jazz, pop too, but not pop. When I'm saying pop, is popular music. I'm not talking about, you know, pop dance music.
Yeah.
So yeah, the main concept of pop. And the idea of the place was like this. Here, there's a few drinks that you can choose: wine, beer, soda, water. No tables, chairs. If you need to eat something, it's going to be in your head. Like I don't know. I don't know if you know the word empanada. It's like a taco. It's like, okay, you can eat taco, just a taco, and drink something, because here important is the stage. What's happened here, the important thing happened on the stage, and the audience, of course, because it's it's a feedback, comes and goes. But everyone gotta be connected and not to be distracted about, oh, I'm eating my echelon. Nowadays we live this. Yeah. Brackets. I just love John McLaughlin when I heard him saying, okay, this kind of restaurants with jazz music is against the musicians. Because to me, is if you eat, I'm not going to play. If I'm playing, you don't eat. One or two. And it's true. Okay, so that was happened. So they opened this place, became legendary because it was like a hole for the resistance, the cultural resistance by those days, the artists, and self-expression. For self-expression, for freedom, because the first word was jazz, and everyone that goes around the jazz and pop were jazz musicians. So it was a big place for more than 4 generations of musicians, because when in the middle of 90s, when I became a musician and started to make my relations with the people, everyone talks about, hey, just you gotta go to jazz and pop, and everyone has a big tales and stories and about jazz and pop and the night what's happened there. But because Chico Ria, Carmen McRae, I know the musician from, I guess, was the Duke Ellington Orchestra. Everyone that was in Buenos Aires, touring or traveling, every musician they wanted to go to jazz and pop after the concerts. And so I knew, and I knew a musician who told me the story about, the night that Chico Rea was there. He didn't play the piano, he played the drums the whole night.
Oh.
Because he was a drummer. Yeah. But he said he went to jazz and pop, and he said, hey, master, here is the piano. No, can I play the drum? After his show at the theater. Yes, of course. And he played the drums in a long jam session. Okay. So I had the chance to play there. I had the chance to play with the owner. I played with the old jazz musician from the 50s, 60s era in Argentina. I had a chance to play with them. I always respected other people. And I'm so grateful for that. And so, as a jazz musician, as an artist, of course, you have your, if they say yes, you can play here. The owner say, okay, you can play here. Someone introduced me and say, hey, here is this kid. Okay, I had my project, so I started to play regularly every month, every 2 months. He puts you in the schedule, no matter what. There's people, maybe sometimes we have a full crowd. Sometimes happen that I was playing on a Monday night. There's nobody there. I don't know, a holiday. I don't know. And when the time comes, the owner say, hey, Guillermo, I'm going to turn on the light, start playing. But I say, hey, man, there's nobody here tonight. And you have to play. There's showtime. It's showtime. And we're here for a showtime. You don't have any problem? No. Not at all. I want to listen to you. Okay. And 10 minutes after this, two people came. And we played the concert for these two people and the owner too. He grabbed a beer and said, play, come on. So, because he used to say, there's no day in your life that you do not eat food. So for the human being, there's no day in our lives that we are not listening to music. So music gotta happen from Monday to Monday, 7 days a week. Because people used to say, hey, you have to take a break, man. You are open 7 days a week. Yes, because we are doing music. And music is like food. You eat Monday, not Tuesday. Not Tuesday, I'm not going to eat because I eat yesterday. I'm so tired to eat, So, that was the philosophy. Totally something that today is utopic. Very. Because it started to be hard to, to pay the bills. And he started to ask for loans, to the city, blah, blah, blah. Okay. How we ended up in a documentary movie. Okay, well, I start to date the person who now is my wife. By those days, 2012, something like this. And of course, it was I like to put my days like a trial. Okay, I'm playing this music here. Come to the show, and if it's okay, we can go. Because I have to show what is, Cathy, I have to show what is my reality. What is, okay? Yeah, I'm in a packing hall playing for two people, but this is my passion. And nothing is going to change it, okay? Nothing.
Yeah.
We are not here for the glorious.
Yeah.
If you are here for the glorious, just do another thing, not do an artist. Then you don't have to be an artist. So she, of course, she came that night. I remember, I was like, because it's a lot of people, and so when I ended my show, I got close to her and I say, okay, what do you think? Because believe me, it was so fucking dumb. That's what I will say, because he was having problem with it was like a basement under a supermarket, and there was a Chinese supermarket, and there's a problem with the refrigerators. So there's water running through, the walls, and we are playing and say, what is going to happen? No, it's okay. Let's go. Yeah. So very human. And I remember that when my wife said, this is the best place that I've been in my whole life. And I said, okay, if it's not going to be my wife, she's going to be close. Yeah, because someone who said this, and okay, after a couple of months and shows, and we used to go after hours to have dinners, with the owner and the musicians that we play. Okay, long nights, and of course, my wife, she was with me because it's part of me, and she loves to hear, being around those tables until 4, 5, 6 a.m. And someday she asked me, what is going to happen when the owner passed away? And I say, nothing, baby. This is going to disappear. It's impossible. Yes, believe me. This is Argentina. This is South America. We fuck up our past always. Always. It's human nature to fuck up your past. Okay? It can be, it could, I say, yes, it's going to happen. Okay, what we can do? I don't know. You are inside the, I don't know, documentary, movies, industry, cinema, whatever, you know how it works. Okay, let's do a documentary. It's the only thing that can, if we can, if we are able to do a official documentary that can be inside, the records of this country and blah, 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 because it's official. We can put it in theaters and we can put it, like something that is official. This is going to be something that is maybe in 50 years when someone asks, hey, there was jazz clubs here. Yes, everything started here with those generation and those. So, okay, we did it. And in 2018, in the middle of inside the process of making the movie, the owner passed away. But all the scenes and all the interviews with the owner were the first shoots and images recorded. So she had the whole material. After, that's happened in 2014. Yeah. In 2016, first she released like a short documentary, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then they released the long movie, the long documentary. So it's online right now.
It's great. What a great story. And I remember seeing it. It was really good. Maybe you could share a link, and I can put it in in the comments here, and people can go look at it. Hey, let's listen to some music. I could play what you originally. That is not it. I could play that. Or I could play. The next song that was up was Bonita, but do you want me to go back to the first thing that you sent me?
No, these people. I have a new video. Do you want to watch it?
Sure, why not?
Okay, let me send you the video.
By the way, I love
Yes.
that song, Bonita.
Oh, thank you.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
I recorded that too with Atmaro.
What?
Yes. Just a duo.
No, Bonita. No. This Bonita is my Bonita. No, we are talking about Jolene.
Oh, you
No.
called it Bonita.
Yeah, I didn't know about it. I didn't know the Jolene composition, and I know a lot of Jolene composition, but yeah, no, Bonita, because I used to. It's dedicated to my wife.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. So let me share with you this. This song belongs to the last my last album that is called Guitar Multiverse.
Okay.
That because this is what I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going, from nylon to acoustic to electric to so say I'm a multiverse inside this, So This is one of the songs that I play, and I did a video. And the song is called.
Yes, it's called Geometric Field.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you, Cathy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My friend Taylor has a few questions, and I want to. Oh, he said he hears some ginga in there.
So what?
Ginga.
Ginga? I don't know what it is.
Oh, Ginga, the Brazilian
Oh,
guitarist, composer.
no. It's yeah, because this is South American feel. We call the tim tum tim tum tum pa pa ta ta. It's a milonga.
Ah, Mironga. Yeah, I've heard that word.
Tum bim tum tim tum 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 tim. Yeah, it's what it's the heritage from the African people
Yeah.
because was before the milonga was before tango.
Yeah.
Because tango was not tango, it was Tang O, tango. That word comes from the an African language who uh, means the people who dance or the people who listen to music, tango, and then tango and all that. But first, the tango was more like
Yeah. Yeah.
then they stop the tango. Yeah, someone came in the middle of the ferries and stop the tango. No, that was a mistake. They until Piazzolla that put the 3-3-2 clave, we lost the rhythm.
Yeah.
You know.
Interesting. Okay, so Taylor, he has a few questions about guitar, but um, kind of let's see, I'm trying to combine these questions, but um, have you discovered in your practice, I'm combining it, Taylor, but have you discovered bad habits or have you discovered something that's intriguing to you, something that you want to develop in your guitar practice?
No, I always try to have in mind what I want. I do not practice. I do not do technique technique exercise. Never, never in my life. Never. I try to have very clear in my mind what I want, and then I go. I go for it. I go for it. When I improvise, I don't know. I always had in mind that I wanted to sound like the saxophone players. So I started to play saxophone lines and then try to follow in this, but not technique. Never, never,
Do you,
never.
do you ever discover things that you don't like, what comes out and change them?
No, very few of them because we play an instrument. Guitar is one of the instruments that can be played. Uh, there's not one way to play the guitar, okay? Because the nature of the instrument makes that because it's hard that you can play the same note. Some notes you can play the same note in 4 different places. So there's no one way to play the guitar. There's a lot of that because it's such an important instrument, and no, no, no. See, very few. Like I said, very few.
Um, he he has been working to treat the guitar like a piano, like a,
It's not a piano.
well, no, of course, but he's been working on like a pianistic kind of approach, like
Okay,
Brad Meldau or VJ.
that's perfect. That's amazing. It's an amazing journey, an amazing trip that you can do.
Yeah,
Because yeah, shouldn't be. try not to, be stubborn, but any idea of what should be or what could be or what would, how would be. No, it's an instrument, it's a guitar you can play and you just be, go forward what you want to play, what you want to hear. And then what you can do is maybe in, I don't know, and an amount of time in the future say, oh, I was wrong. I'm not going to continue. And then you move to another reality. But you have been learning from what you did. And that's it. That's it's all about. That is all about. It's not a way. It's like a, I don't know. We've been talking about, religions. And someone comes and say, I believe in Jesus and Jesus helped me everywhere, everywhere. Okay, that's doesn't work for me. But for you works, yes, I'm very happy. Go for it. Go and try to be like Jesus. You said, well, try to be. If it works for you, do it because it's all about here. As I say, we don't have to judge the people and separate and put labels because that's a mistake. If for you, you want to hear the guitar like a piano, okay, there's a big difference in one, but no, yeah, you can do it. I guess, one of, okay, this guitar player that you play with him, and I'm so honored to be with you right now because a lot of things, but Joe Diorio. Joe Diorio used to play like, more like a piano player. He used to sing, about all this idea about the chords, and this is a classic piano way of it. Okay, maybe he can, show the books, intervallic designs. I don't know if you can get those books but those days, but I remember intervallic design was a book that blows my mind. I never wanted to play like this, but I studied a couple of lines. I still remember one of them that I used, because wow, the vision of this guy is incredible. He was so special. Okay, you did a record and you did yeah.
Joe Diorio was kind of I call people like that genius guys. It's just that it's what they are.
No. The first time that I saw him was at this college because they linked with the Musician Institute. So the first time, imagine, I was like 17, 18 or so, and I watched a Joe Diorio solo concert. And I think to myself, where is the spaceship? Parker. I'm sorry. Because, I didn't understand nothing, but what I got is that, okay, I'm in front of a guy that is Picasso.
Yes.
That was, I understood that. I couldn't understand the music by those days because I was a beginner. I was a beginner in this, way of playing, but I knew that, okay, this is someone else. Yeah. Where is the spaceship Parker?
Yeah, he was pretty amazing. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's just, I mean, I love all musicians, but guitar players are pretty fascinating because the instrument is so challenging. And like you said, every note has four places, and that's just a note. And that I'm sure I told you this, but it always made me laugh that old guitar players or people who had been playing for 50 or 60 years would meet and they'd say, look at the voicing I just found. It's like after 50 or 60 years. Yeah, that just made me laugh. Taylor wants to know, do you have a favorite lesson or anecdote from a professional that stuck out with you? Like somebody said something to you or showed you something, or, well, I mean, what you just talked about,
Yes.
seeing Joe Diorio was Probably.
Yes, no, but yes, I have a couple of people who really, and I'm talking about, yes, the old, the old jazz musicians that I had the opportunity to play with them, the old school, the guys that you say, I don't know, I found a new baby, and they knew that song. Um, and they knew of course Spain, but they can play. Okay, listen, pop, you know, I found the new baby. Uh, yeah, that play with those guys, and yeah, I guess was the because they say, okay, do you know that song, kid? Yeah, okay, play it. And after my solo, sometimes they say, hey, come down, man. It's okay, play it nice, but remember that people can enjoy, and they need
Wait, what did you
the
say?
people need to enjoy and
Ah,
need to dance. We are here to make it dance. Maybe not in the outside, okay, like this, but yes, inside. Remember, music was made to dance, okay, it was made to transform. So be try to be you. Yes, I don't know. And I don't know if it was my ego or what, but I always try to play my music. I always try to paint, you know, do my own paintings. Try to, you know, I don't know if or right or wrong, or was my ego. I guess I will know after I pass away. And the others, yeah, I won't say, oh, I'm stupid. I don't know. Yeah, because that's what I'm going to create. Yeah. And
are
then,
there
no, no,
are there any things that you want to learn, specifically in music?
no, just, no, I just want to play. I just want to play and share with musicians and share with the audience. Now I'm in a moment that I need to go out and play. Sometimes I do it when I'm bored. I just grab my stuff, go to the street at the Santa Monica Promenade, put my stuff and start to play. I need to play. And I'm playing not only for me to share with the people. Okay, so um, yeah, that's the only thing that I need. No, no, not to learn more things. I don't know, technically, yes, maybe. Of course, I wake up every morning, grab my guitar, okay, because what I play as a solo musician requires kind of um, classical musician routine, okay? I understand. I don't like it, but I understand it. I need to because it's more than 120 composition that I have in mind. I do not breathe, okay, and so you have to work on it all the time because okay, there's
Yeah,
some things. But this is the only thing that I do. I just play.
yeah. Taylor wants to know if you encounter feeling that you're in a block, in a rut, and what do you do to get yourself unstuck? If you ever do. I'm thinking you just go grab your guitar and go play, but
And
what's the answer?
I'm trying to think is this is what I have to do right now. Okay, mm, it's not an easy question because I have to answer as I am I. Of course, I found myself in a lot of that situation. Sometimes I realize that I'm in, sometimes not. But the times that I realize that I'm in this kind of situation that I'm stuck, I just stop. And I know that I have to ask to my higher self, okay, what should I do? What is the less resistance thing? What is the best thing that I have to do right now? Just breathe, think, and the answer is going to come. always. You have to be present, and uh, that was of this is one of uh, the most difficult things to do is to be present and aware of what's happening around you, because that is true. All religions talks about it. The universe is always giving you the signs on which is the way that you should go. Always. It's a word. It's something that's happened. It's a number that you see in your phone or whatever. But it's so hard. It's so hard. Think about those yogis that been meditating for 30, 35 years to reach this kind of thing. So imagine us playing, trying to play. Beans bounce, trying to play beans bounce, and I don't know. And be present.
How are the ways that you think are help a person be present? How can you get present? You must not, I mean, sometimes you probably don't feel present, just like all of us. So how do you get yourself feeling present?
Again, doing what asking myself and try to listen to myself. What should I do right now? What should I do? It's an exercise. It's something that you get accustomed to. To say, okay, what I need. Don't think about the future. Because this is another thing. What some of the latest discoveries in neuroscience, they start to give some light about what's happened with our brain. Our brain is prepared to analyze or to understand how things happened, not how will happen. This is a bad habit that we achieve. And we are not prepared. So every time that we say, oh, what is going to happen if I buy this, if I put money here, if I do this, is going to happen. What? Do you have a crystal ball? The only thing that we are doing is drawing off our energy, trying to figure it out, things that we don't know if that's going to happen, how it's going to happen, okay? So, I guess it's hard to explain. I can understand it, but yeah, it's everything. We go back to the same point. Be present and try not to, okay? Because we were being designed to understand what happened in the past. And the situation to learn through experience, not to do, I don't know, futurology, I don't know, some future, predictions, something like that. So that's,
Yeah.
The answer is you all the time.
Yeah.
The answer is you all the time. We know it. We have it. The answer is inside us all the time. We know what we have to do. We know what we don't have to do. The only thing that we have to do is to be honest with ourselves. And then if you fucked up, don't feel sorry about you. It's okay. You fucked up. Just, okay. Turn the page and go back again and start all over again. That's it. Oh, this is, I thought that I need to learn this song. And now what I'm going to do with this? Nothing. Okay, just, okay, go to another song and that's it. Something, okay? Yeah.
Roland said he's getting to like you even more.
Okay, thank you. Thanks so much.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I agree with everything you're saying. I mean, to me, this is the most interesting thing to focus on. I mean, yeah, I love singing, I love learning, I love listening to new music or old music or, you know, um, I love communities really great, especially lately. It seems like there's a lot of community happening, your family and all that kind of stuff. But being present, thinking about it, and acting on it, it's just that feels religious to me. It's like I got to do it. I got to practice it, and when I practice it, um, it's. Are you drinking matcha?
Yeah, all the time.
I, I suddenly realized that it was like, what kind of a straw is that? And then I saw the matcha.
Yeah, and I started doing. I didn't do it last year. Maybe you when you watch me on the shows,
Yeah,
but I do it on the shows too, right now, all the time. Because, and let me explain you, because you know what is the mate that many people doesn't know. This is the heritage that we have from our native people. Okay, not only in Argentina, Paraguay, the south part of Brazil, Uruguay, and Bolivia. This in Chile too. Chile
it's
is a
like their coffee. I mean, but it's like
yes, yes.
it's
There's
yeah,
something, but that comes from it's our native people heritage, and it's like as you said, it's like a coffee. And when you say to someone, like I said to you, hey, Cathy, let's do a coffee. What it means that we are going to drink coffee, but it means in behind, beneath this is we are going to be confident. We are going to talk about important things.
yeah,
Sometimes things that come from the heart. You're going to share with you what you are, the really you. That because I always, when I do these kind of things, and when I play by myself with my guitar, I have my mate with me because in this moment I'm sharing with you people, with you, or now in this conversation, or with the audience, the most profound, things that I have. That is music. We are sharing music. We are sharing an intimate moment, and we are sharing important things. We are talking about important things of life, like we are doing right now. That because I'm drinking mate while I'm talking with you. We are talking about the most important things in the world right now.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know tonight, other things, but right now, yeah.
I think you were the one who told me about the matcha store in Reseda, right?
The mate story.
Yeah, the store where you
Okay.
buy it. I think you told me about that. I have a big bag of it. Yeah. Um, oh, Roland, are you a mate person? I didn't know that.
Oh,
So,
there's a lot of people. There's
yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
people drinking. Hollywood stars that drink mate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of
yeah,
people.
yeah. Taylor has a nerdy question.
Yes.
What chords do you love playing? It's a
No,
it's
no,
a
no, no.
guitar question.
Minor chord.
What? Minor
Minor.
minor chords, Taylor. There you go.
Yeah, the minor key is almost where I land,
Yeah,
more frequently, the minor key.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when I improvise a cappella, I do that too.
Yeah. If you ask me, major blues or minor blues? Minor. All the time. Yeah, I'm going to choose minor blues. Minor blues.
Yeah. Well, what can you tell us about right now that's happening? Because we're coming to the end, but anything that people should come out and see you? You have a new record, right?
Yeah, I have a new record that is Guitar Multiverse.
Let me just, I'm gonna guitar
What?
multiverse,
Oh no,
right?
I can show you a link here. Don't
Uh,
worry.
oh,
Because I have a here now. let me show it you.
Oh, what about this? Guitar multiverse.
Yeah, but
There it is, Guitar Multiverse.
yeah,
It
this
was
is
just released in November.
yeah, 11/11 because I'm 11 too.
You're what?
I'm 11 too. Now it's numerology.
Oh, that's my mother's birthday, November 11th.
Wow. Now it's not my birthday, I'm Gemini, but I'm 11. In numerology, you have to uh, search through your birth date, and then you have your number of something like this. And mine is 11. That's okay.
Yeah.
And I know that when it's a portal day, so I don't know if something is going to happen, but just in case, I choose this. Like my father said when we my wife, she wanted to baptize my daughter. I was against that. But okay, if you want to do it, okay, you want to baptize, you want to give it's like a badge of you belong to something. That's okay to me, but and so my dad said he was talking with me, and I said, "Hey, Dad, I don't want to baptize Mercedes, my daughter. I don't want to get baptized." And my dad said, "You know what the answer? The answer was, oh, well, just in case, in case of, just in case, in case of, yeah, it's funny, but just in case, and say, oh, wow, in case of war, nothing." So yeah, that because just in case, I don't know, I just put my releases sometimes in dates that I know that works as a portal. When you have those equal numbers, okay, so those are portal days to us. So I try to use this.
Taylor said 11, 11 is also the title of a Rodrigo y Gabriela record.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a lot of people, aware of around the world. In fact, the Egyptians and the Mesopotamic civilization, they were aware about the numbers, and they worked with the numbers.
Yeah, yeah.
Those a lot of times.
Yeah. Well, any live performances that people can come out to if they're in LA?
Not in LA. I'm going to start playing in January in West Hollywood.
You're going where?
No, so it's not West Hollywood. How is the neighborhood where you at the UCLA? Is Brentwood?
Westwood?
No, Brentwood.
What?
Brentwood.
Burnt Good?
Brent.
Oh, Brentwood.
Brentwood. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
There's a restaurant in Brentwood that I'm going to start to play with my Latin trio, in January. Yeah. It's a nice place. They love music, and they have music all the time. And they want like something like this, like Latin jazz. And so I'm going to start to play in January, and I guess I'm going to be there until July because I have every 2 weeks I have my dates. I'm going to post everything. And if you're going to go for the season, I'm going to be playing by myself every Sunday and for Christmas Eve, and now for Thanksgiving at the Waldorf Astoria in Dana Point.
In Dana Point?
Dana Point, yes. It's far away, but it's, some Sunday brunch with just Latin guitar. That is me.
Well, some people live down there, I mean, watching.
Yes.
But yeah, Dana Point. When I first came to LA, I used to drive to Dana Point a lot because there was some jazz clubs there.
Oh,
LA happened.
yes.
Yeah, and
Wow.
it was in those days too, it was really far because I came from Boston. I was like driving 7 miles somewhere with like, are you kidding? This is crazy. But I was doing it, but yeah,
Yeah.
very far. But nowadays it's like the only thing is driving through Orange County is just really not pleasurable anymore, It's just so packed. But Dana Point's really nice. I mean, if you want to have a good weekend down there, that would be great. So, what place are you playing?
The restaurant that is inside the Waldorf Astoria. The
Oh,
hotel,
the Waldorf
the
Historic
Waldorf.
Astoria.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it's a very beautiful place. I've been playing there for last year and this year. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of. I started in last year, and they hire me. Sometimes they hire me for a month, 2 months, 3 months. Then they stop. And okay, and now for the season, I'm going to start now for Thanksgiving until New Year.
Very
And
nice.
yeah, it's nice. It's nice because I do what I work, and they like it. The people, who works ask for me, the waiters, this is because I know that the booking agent sent another one and say, no, 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 bring here, no, bring back again here. Okay, so yeah, I can play whatever I want. Yeah, I guess maybe this year I'm going to add some Christmas songs because last year they asked me, and I played so few. I know a lot of more people say, "Man, okay, maybe I'm going to play some more."
Taylor is suggesting Wolfgang Muthspiel. He just
Wow.
released a solo guitar record of etudes that he thinks you would enjoy. It's all on nylon string.
Okay, what's the name? Say it again.
Wolfgang
Yeah.
Muthspiel, and that's Muthspiel.
Okay, Wolfgang.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Roland, both Taylor and Roland are thanking you for a great session.
Yeah, thank you.
And you're going to have a nice Thanksgiving?
Yeah, by myself because my family is not here. They are in Buenos Aires.
Oh,
That's okay. I have to work, so I'm going to be at the hotel playing.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
You'll
Uh,
probably eat something really good.
yeah, yeah, I don't care about it. Good money because Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
so they pay double.
Oh.
I need it. Yes, and so that's going to be my Thanksgiving, and that's it. Then we are going. We are inside the. I love Christmas. I don't know why, but I love Christmas. It's a beautiful time of the year.
Yeah. Well, my
So
friend, thank you for this wonderful interview. It was really fun. Of course, speaking with you. Always fun to speak with you.
same to you, Cathy. I really, really appreciate this. I would love to. I really wanted to be here with you, talking about these kind of things, and I don't know. Yeah, I really, really. Can I share this? Of course, no, because
Yes, you can.
okay, I want me to put it on my website and blah,
Yeah,
blah,
you can share it, and I can actually send you a download of it,
blah. Okay. Yeah.
MP4, so you can do with it what you
No,
want.
no, 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 no. I just want to share it in my profile on my
Yeah,
Facebook
yeah,
and,
yeah.
and my website, of course, putting, in the most important interviews. And I was waiting for this one. Yeah, because I know who you are, I know what you are, and yeah, I really appreciate, really thanks. Okay. And you know that I never forget the first time that I play here, you put me in the stage before the jam starts. I never forget that. So anything, anytime, at any place that you need, I'm a soldier. Okay, just hit me up, and I'll be ready with my gun. Okay, my gun is this. Okay,
Thank
yeah,
you.
because I never forget you did something to me that was very important, Cathy. I really, really, and people need to know that because I'm saying,
Okay,
okay.
thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Well, one thing I just want to tell the general public at this moment, which is next week is Garth Powell. And just who Garth Powell is, he's one of the leader musicians in the avant-garde community here. There is an avant-garde community here, very strong. And right now he took over, he and the bass player, I can't remember his name right now, but they took over something called the Open Gate Theater, which a man named Will Salmon and Alex Klein, one of the Klein brothers, the musical Klein brothers, they started about 40 years ago. And then they had, for 20 years, they had every first Sunday these avant-garde shows in Eagle Rock at a community center. And I have to say, not a huge amount of people knew about it, but it was people who were interested in more free music, you know. And Garth is not only an incredible percussionist, he's one of those guys who really has a broad understanding of percussion, you know, not just like congas or, you know, just everything.
Yeah.
And he also is kind of well known in the sound industry. He develops speakers, I believe, and he's really well known in that industry. So he's a very interesting guy. So that's next Monday. And I just want to throw it out there that on the 30th, and you're invited since you'll be one of the people who has contributed into the Noontime Hang. On December 30th, I'm having the 600th Noontime Hang.
Yeah. Bravo.
Yeah. And so I'm inviting the interviewees to come and answer a few questions. So, because I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of people showing up, and I don't want it to, you know, it could go forever if we had like conversations like this, right?
Yeah.
So I gave everybody like these 3 questions, and then, so I'll be balancing, you know, letting people speak comfortably with hurrying them up, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's going to be really fun. And I'm looking forward to that. So December 30th, which is a great day to do it because, you know, the next day is New Year's Eve and, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there. Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
good.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, to me, as we said, it was like 5 minutes.
I know.
Yeah.
My love. Mwah.
Thanks, Cathy.
Have a
Really
great
appreciate